Wow. What do you think of that? Coming quick. What do you think of that, Mr. Owl? Makes your head spin, doesn't it? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, I can't tell you how good this feels. Oh, temperature's dropping down quick. It's at 81 right now. Woo, we need this rain bad. Look at it, it's coming down in sheets. Hey, Mark Meldrum, Northern Ohio Chevelle Club, out here in combat with, well, actually it was in combat, I was going to say the Chevelle, but I love this thing. I'm not in combat with Aquaman. It was more combat with the weather today. And I tell you, it got oppressive. I said, the heck with it. I took off with Patty, and we went to Kayla and Matt's baby shower, and it was great seeing, it was outside, so we could do our social distancing, and it was great to see past President Ed and Deb and Sean and Christina and Jerry and Ann and a bunch of other people from the Chevelle Club. It was great to visit with them, and we just stayed real quick, dropped off a present, and then we headed over to Josh and Monica so Grandma Patty could get her baby Mac fixed. So everything's all good over there. But I wanted to at least talk to you about some accomplishments we got out here today. So earlier in the morning, I talked about a leak on the radiator from the transmission line. I got that taken care of, had to retap the radiator, and I retapped it. Well, let's just say I got it done with fittings I had here in the garage. And I'm not proud of the work, but it's not a real high pressure line, and it'll hold up fine. It's not leaking. I'm good to go there. This car is not a glamour queen. It's strictly made for driving around the road, and that we'll leave that at that. The other thing I wanted to accomplish today was to get the electric fans working off the computer. Now the way this works with the LS control program in there, it has two fans, okay? And the computer controls the fans coming on, but you need to do that through a relay. So, you know, me doing everything on the cheap, went out and got these relays from Amazon. And these are cool. Look at these little things. They have a fuse on them already, 30 amp fuse, and then they come with a socket that has the wires already on there. They just plug together. They got a little mounting fixture, so I screwed them right to the firewall. You get 3 of these for 12 bucks. I only needed 2, so what a deal. And it works great. They are standard relays, and when I printed out the instructions from SpearTech, once again, SpearTech is the company who redid the wiring on this the control wiring for this engine management and the computer. And they had a diagram on their website that shows the primary fan and the secondary fan. So the primary fan comes on around 200 degrees or so. I'm not quite sure. And then a little bit after that, the secondary fan comes on. So once again, it was really easy to follow because the numbers they put on their diagram exactly match up with the standard relay that I bought. So you just follow the diagram. You got the battery and the control wires coming off of the computer. So I think it was a green and a blue wire that come off the computer, and then you just wire it up to the fans. Easy peasy, just took a little time to figure out where everything went. So we're in good shape. You probably can see I've got the engine cover on now from the 2012 Camaro. I'm glad it doesn't say Camaro, it does say Chevrolet on there. I reworked the air box that came with it. Maybe that's a video for another day, but I got that done this weekend, and the car's starting up and running and going forward to reverse. Now for the transmission, I'm gonna have to do a little more research and work on that. It does shift forward to reverse. I did take it up and down the road. It got up to about 3rd gear, which about 40 miles an hour, but it didn't shift into the higher gears, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I think from what I've been reading and viewing on YouTube, I may have to get a programmer hooked up to this to go through the programming cycle for the transmission itself. There's nothing manual about this. It's not like on a 700 R4 where you got this little line that controls pressure and it's hooked up to the throttle body. Nothing like that. It's all controlled by the computer. And I don't know, maybe I need to give Sal a call, or maybe I can work with my local guys here, Weber Automotive, and one of the gals that works for me at work, her husband is a mechanic. I don't know. I got multiple options on how to figure this out, but we'll get it figured out before we do too much more test driving and burnouts and all that good stuff. So that's it for your weekend report. It's back to being cool here. I'll show you some of the rain, and that's about it. Aquaman, Mark Meldrum, Northern Ohio Chevelle Club. See ya!